TruckWorld TV, sponsored by Auto Trader Trucks.
Hello and welcome to TruckWorld TV, here at our home from home at Junction 38 truck stop on the M6.
Yep, it's another busy show for you, and here's what we've got coming up this time. We jump all over the festival vibe with a visit to TruckFest Northwest. We see how trailers go from zero to hero at Tiger in Northwich. And this week's road test is the Volvo FE. And of course we'll be hearing from some of the drivers here at Junction 38 to get their views on the industry. Now on TruckWorld TV, of course, we do highlight the fantastic work that commercial vehicles do and also look at a lot of the groundbreaking technology that manufacturers use to produce their products.
Yeah, but sometimes, Rob, it's nice just to sit back and say, wow. And that pretty much sums our day out that we had at TruckFest Northwest.
Welcome to TruckFest Northwest.
Oh, it's a fantastic morning, brilliant weather, massive crowds, and we're riding on the back of a monster truck.
Yeah, but he seems to be a better driver than you are, mate.
For 35 years, the TruckFest show has been wowing audiences across the UK, and 2015 saw a welcome return to the Northwest.
Here I've got with me Bob Living, who's a Director of Live Promotions, which is the people behind TruckFest. Not just TruckFest Northwest, but TruckFest. Bob, how's it going, mate?
It's going fantastic. What a fantastic place to be here up in Cheshire. It's a great revisitation of TruckFest up here because we used to be up here about 5 years ago at Haydock Park. Decided to come back to the Cheshire Showground. We've not been disappointed, we really haven't. And everybody's really got behind the event, you know?
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
The show was a great mix of family fun, a buzzing live-action arena and always a favourite, stunning static displays, where vehicle owners get to show off their incredible custom paint jobs. And we were lucky enough to grab a chat with Tom Scott, who along with his dad Andy are true masters of custom painting. Tom, in awe of the work you do. How did you get started?
Well, I've always followed in my father's footsteps with art, and he started from the age of 15 doing it. And ever since I've like been in the garage with him while he's been working, and you know, picked up airbrush when I were 16, 17 and started from there, and we've done it as a father and son team from there.
What amazed me when we watched you before doing a bit of the Scania motif on the wheel cover,
yeah,
was the finished work looks so precise, almost like fine art, and there you're kind of looking at your phone and you...
Exactly, yeah. It starts off as more of a sketch with the airbrush, and then I like to develop it by putting colours in there and then shade and light, and you know, it just evolves into a full image and, you know, a really professional looking piece.
Well, from the finesse and delicate touch of the artist to something just as impressive, but a bit more heavy duty. And that was the awesome vehicle recovery demonstration in the central arena, where the audience was shown how cars, vans and massive trucks are skillfully moved off the roads in the event of an accident. Well, with me now is Tez Higgins, who's a recovery driver with Recovery Northwest. So Tez, I guess you and your guys are the unsung heroes of our roads.
To a certain degree, yes. We're the ones that, you know, when there's at the front of the traffic, we're clearing away the mess, basically, so the roads can be open again, so that they can all get on their way.
And how has technology evolved? I know we saw one of the guys with a remote control when they were moving the bus and things like that.
The technology has improved so much, yeah. There's so much we can do with remote controls, the equipment we use, even the way the trucks are built, we can do so much more. But again, there's always that occasion where, you know, the trucks look nice, big, shiny and everything. It could be a problem down a country lane, where the older trucks then come out because they are smaller and can be doing the stuff down the country lanes. So having the new stuff is great. It does make our job easier, but it's not always the best. Sometimes the old stuff is the better.
Well, I've had a good look round TruckFest Northwest and I've seen a hell of a lot of good trucks, but one that's particularly taken my eye is this Volvo FH here. We've got, of course, it has to be a 750 horsepower. And here I've got the lucky driver, Lee, with me, who drives for Jared Davidson's, which is just up the road here in Cheshire. Lee, how lucky can you be, mate?
How lucky can you be? Best truck in the world.
Yeah, how long had it?
It's been on the road for just over 12 months now. They had a 480 and I said, I priced up a set of twin stacks for it. And they were a ridiculous price, so I just said to him, I'd rather ask him for a 750, and he said, I'll see what I can do, and lo and behold, a year later, there it is.
Yeah, so you went from a 480 to a 750, I mean, top of the range. This is a machine that people dream about driving things like this.
Yeah, it's beautiful to drive. Best truck I've driven, anyway.
Yeah, and then you go and get a fantastic paint job like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, the gaffer had all that done, and then he sent it off to Special Interiors in Holland to have all the interior done as well, so can't argue with that.
And the one thing I looked at, that is very low to the ground, mate. I mean, you're talking about 50 mil, I mean 2 inch in the old days, but that's it. You can't actually go around like that, should you? So you must have a suspension on.
Yeah, I drop it down for the shows, we drop it down right to the grass. You can't see any muck.
No, exactly, that's it.
Well, that's it for our look at TruckFest Northwest from 2015, but the live show returns to Cheshire in September of this year. Now, as we'll see throughout the series, and as aficionados of LGVs and HGVs already know, trucks aren't the diesel-guzzling, archaic, badly designed monsters that some people think they are. They're packed with technology, packed with clever engineering to make them safe, efficient, and of course, better for the environment. But it might surprise you to know that a similar amount of design and thought goes into the trailers.
And that's why we thought we'd go to Tiger Trailers. They are the UK's newest manufacturer. In fact, we've not had a trailer manufacturer over 20 years. So we thought we'd pop down and see how they do it.
Now, Tiger Trailers is a bit unusual. As Tim said, it's the first new UK trailer manufacturer in 20 years, but also their entire range of trailers are produced in a state-of-the-art open-plan factory setup, all under one roof.
Look at this lovely, shining, gleaming trailer ready for collection. But before you see it zipping up and down the motorways, there's a lot of hard work to get it to this stage. And today, that's what we're looking at. And apparently, Rob's already on the case. Something about fighting off some wild animals? It's probably more like his aftershave.
He's a good lad. You're not a wild animal, are you? You're just misunderstood. Hey, you like that? You like that, don't you? Oh yeah, trailer building. The reason we're here. Well, let's just say that the first step of the build process is just a whisker away. A whisker, a cat, well, never mind. Once a customer order has been received, the first job is for the design technicians to draw up precise plans, which will follow the build all the way down the production line. These plans specify every weld, fixing point and hole required, so that the customer gets the bespoke specifications they require for their particular industry use. So we've got our order, we've got our designs and we've got type approval. So now it's time to start building. Now here is obviously raw materials, and these are the strips of steel that will go together to make up the various chassis components depending what vehicle has been ordered. And then to stick those together, we have a beam machine or a beam welder. And once the strips are tacked into place, this clever machine puts really super straight welds down the whole seams, keeps everything really rigid, but most importantly, it's extremely precise, because accuracy is what these things are all about. Following on from the beam welder, more intricate fabricating is carried out by hand, using more traditional MIG welders and tried and tested engineering techniques.
Now, many people might argue what's the most important part of the trailer, but for me, this is it. Because no matter how long or how big or what make the trailer is, the only thing that connects the trailer to the truck and to the fifth wheel of the truck is this bit here, and this is called the kingpin.
Now, one of the many choices that a trailer customer has is to the finish of their particular trailer. Paint has always been the traditional option, but nowadays it is possible as well to have a galvanised finish. Galvanised generally lasts longer, looks a bit cleaner, but some customers don't like the finish. Paint can generally look a lot smarter. So whichever option you choose, it can be catered for. Galvanised parts are taken off-site and done locally by a specialist, And if it's painted, that is actually done under this roof in Tiger's very own paint shop. Now I know what you're thinking, that previous chassis we saw was yellow. Well, of course that was the primer, the undercoat. And here it is, all painted with a lovely black gloss top coat. And when you see it up close, you can see why some people don't really like the galvanised finish and prefer the paint. Galvanised might last longer, be harder wearing, but this looks very smart. And it's unmistakably now a truck trailer chassis. Just one word of warning though, when you're about to lean on a newly painted bit of kit, just make sure that the paint has hardened. Love, can you put the washing machine on please? Well, that's it for part one, but join us back at the Tiger production line right after the break.
TruckWorld TV, sponsored by Auto Trader Trucks.